Okay, in this tutorial, what I'm going to do is show you how, as a teacher, you can open up an assignment on the MOODLE. So I'm in one of my classes, and I'm going to scroll down, and what I want to do is open up a review note for a test my students are going to take. First thing you want to do is find out what it is. So I'm going to scroll down until I see the unit of study. It's Rhino, okay? And so I already have a file on here. I have a vocab test here, and I have a study guide. So what I'm going to do is, if first of all you want to find out, first thing you do is you want to just make sure that you have editing turned on. So let me just show you how I do that. 1 second, I just need to readjust the screen. So if you look on here, you have turn editing off, turn editing on. If it's off, you will note that you don't have all these options once editing is off. So when you see that, you want to make sure you turn editing on. And of course, if you already have your resources on here, it's easy. So at this point, I already have my topic for Rhino. I have the study guide right here. And I believe this is the old one. And if you'll notice here, there's an eyeball here with a line to it. That means it's hidden. This is the one I want to show my students. So I make sure it's open, it's visible. I want to get the link for it, and I can just copy the link right here, copy link address, or you may want to just go verify that that is indeed the assignment you're talking about, copy the link up here. Okay, once I have the link, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up the assignment. If I can find right button. Okay, so I have my list of assignments broken down by each quarter, and I want to create a link to show all my students that I've got a test coming up and give them easy access to the study guide. So the first thing I want to do is open the editing tools when I'm on this window, and I want to scroll down here. I go to the end, I hit enter, and on here I'll put a Rhino vocab test. It's worth 50 points. I like to show them what the points are worth. Now, in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab it over, and then I'm going to say, view the study guide in preparation. And I like to make my links obvious. I'm going to go ahead and make this bold, by the way. And I tend to make all my links bold as well, so I'll make that bold. Here's my little hyperlink, allows me to insert it. I'm going to paste it. Now, when I paste my link in here, you have the option of the target to open in this window frame or open in a new window. Because if I wanted this to be an additional outside resource, I'd have it open in another window. I'm just going to open it in this window frame, and I'll show you how that works. So there's the link, and then I'm going to save and return to the course. And at this point, the study guide is open and available for students to view. So they can just go to the site, click on here, and it should take me right to that site. And there we have it. When it's time to do the test, what I can do is I can then hide that link. One of the interesting things, let me just show you what it's like for a student. So I'm going to switch role to student. So now I can see what my students can see, and this is something I do on everything. I want to know if can my students access that or not. So I should be able to see the link, and if I click it, I should be able to go there. And I can, so this is going to work for my students. Now, let's say it's the day of the test. What I can do is I can open up and create a link to the test, but I have to first return to my normal role. And what I want to show you is that when I want to hide that resource, I can hide it here. Excuse me, I have to turn on the editing. So I turn on the editing, I can scroll down here, and I can find where I have it. And if I hide it by clicking on the eyeball, it's going to be closed to the students. So let's see what that looks like. I've hidden it. Now I'm going to switch role to student. You will see that they still have a link, but if they click it, this is what they get. This activity is currently hidden. And so we'll go back. Now I'm going to fix that because I do want that available for my students. So I want to return to my normal role and then make that live. And then you may think it's a little overkill, but I like to go ahead and test it anyway when I'm done. So I'm going to make sure editing's on. I'm going to make it live again so that it will work. Now it's live. And then I'm going to do one last double check. Normally, I don't have to do it this many times over because I'm used to it. But it never hurts just to double check, make sure it's going to work. Your students will let you know if that is not available. But it is not a bad idea to test it.